In fact, pink flamingos have very pale plumage, which is not very different from the white color. Only red flamingos, which inhabit mainly the Caribbean region and South America, have a true pink color. There are 3 species of these birds, pink, red, and Chilean, and they are all very similar to each other. In the past, there were 10 other species, but they all became extinct in time immemorial. Once upon a time, these birds lived even in Australia. In the wild, flamingos live in huge colonies, often numbering several 100,000 individuals. According to ornithologists' estimates, the largest colonies may consist of over 1 million birds. However, since the middle of the last century, their world population has continued to decrease due to widespread poaching. These birds are remarkably hardy, and nature has adapted them well to survive in conditions in which few animals can exist. Flamingos often settle on the shores of salty and alkaline lakes, and thanks to the thick skin on their legs, they can safely wade through such water without harming themselves. They do it for a reason: because of high salinity, such lakes are inhabited by no fish. That's why there are a lot of small crustaceans that flamingos feed on due to the lack of competition. In zoos, flamingos lose bright color of their feathers, because in the nature they get necessary for keeping it together with food that forms the basis of their diet, i.e. small crustaceans. In captivity, birds are offered a special diet containing carrots, small crustaceans, and other healthy food that is everything they need to keep their feathers from fading. It is often said that flamingos are the only warm-blooded creatures on Earth that can bend their knees not only forward but also backward. This is not true. What appear to be knees are actually their ankles, the joints of which can indeed bend both ways. And flamingos' knees are not visible from outside, because they are hidden under the plumage. When they breed, separate individuals, which are assigned nannies, take care of them. There may be tens or hundreds of thousands of chicks, but the parents, flying off in search of food, easily find their own offspring on their return. While the main part of the colony searches for food, all the chicks are under the care of a small number of adults. In nature, flamingos are found in a variety of environments. They live both near freshwater lakes and supersaline ones, and can roam quietly both in icy water and in hot water because of geysers and volcanic springs. But these birds have to be very careful about the condition of their feet, as the slightest scratch on them can lead to festering and infection. This happens because the lakes in the places of flamingos' permanent habitation are saturated with their droppings, which creates a favorable environment for the development of bacteria. These birds are incredibly voracious. During one day, adult flamingos can easily consume the amount of food equal to a quarter of their own weight. At that, they do not lead very active way of life, but their quick metabolism results in increased consumption of energy. The respiratory system of flamingos is very interesting. When the bird is feeding, it stops breathing. But it is a natural process for her, and breathing just stops for a while, so the bird will not suffocate at all desires. Such long legs of flamingos were formed as a result of evolution, not by chance. The longest-legged individuals can go farther into the pond, where there are fewer congeners and, accordingly, the competition for food is lower. Therefore, this trait has been fixed in their genes, because the owner of long legs has more food, better chances to survive and successfully leave their posterity.